All right, welcome to VMware Explore Barcelona. John, bienvenidos.
Hola, Pete. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it, man. You've had some tapas. You ready?
Yeah, tapas and a little bit of caffeine. So let's get started.
Well, I'm super excited, man. We're going to be here for 3 days. Lots of great conversations, lots of announcements, and helping us to kick this whole thing off is VP of the VMware Cloud Foundation division, Prashanth. Prashanth, welcome back.
Hey, thanks a lot, folks. Thanks for inviting me again.
Yeah, so obviously it's day one. It's been pretty busy so far with customer meetings. They had the CTAB on the weekend. How has it been going for you so far?
It's been great. I think there's a torrential downpour here. I think the audiences are not able to listen in.
Yeah.
So, it started off great, and we see the Expo show floor opening up right here with a lot of folks. Looking forward to this Explore Barcelona this time around. It's been an exciting 1 year since VMware became part of Broadcom. So a lot of exciting things to cover and announcements and talk about partnerships and what we've been doing in the VMware Cloud Foundation division. So yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm very curious how it looks different for different people, and I'm sure you have a lot of conversations with customers, and Broadcom, it was a big change, obviously, coming from VMware to Broadcom. It's been about a year now. I'm curious, what's the sentiment from your perspective?
Yeah, it's can't believe it's just been a year. It feels like almost 10 years. I would say, because that's the pace of change and the level of transformation that we have done. For us as VMware employees, I'm pretty sure we felt it, right? The changes that we went through, but definitely more importantly for our customers, for our partners, this is a big change. So mainly in 3 areas, right? So number one was more of the business model transformation that we did, moving from a perpetual to a subscription. Something that VMware as a company had been talking about for the last couple of years. So it didn't come much of a surprise to the customer, but it's human nature, right? When things happen, no matter how prepared you are, it still comes as like, oops, what do I do right now? So that was a big shift for our customers. So we had a lot of conversation in terms of why we are doing it, what does that mean for the customers, how do they plan for it, et cetera. So that was one big shift. The second shift was on the portfolio simplification, right? So if there's one thing that Broadcom really is known for, it's like ruthless clarity and focus on what truly matters, where we can have sustainable market leadership and bring really innovative products. So you can't do that if you are having a lack of clarity and building several products for several different things, right? So there's a big shift towards simplifications, offer simplification and portfolio simplification. So the entire company now has pivoted heavily towards truly building VMware Cloud Foundation as that singular private cloud platform as the product, right? So that is the big shift.
Yeah.
So we moved from like 8,900 SKUs and 168 bundles and offers to literally this private cloud platform, along with a few additional advanced services that our customers truly need. So that was the big second shift. And the third shift was route to market. And this was all about standardization and consistency of experience for our customers, no matter where they get VCF from, whether it's through us, whether it's through our partners who provide managed services like our hyperscalers, cloud service providers, or our OEMs, or through disti and resellers, right? Getting the same platform, having license portability as part of that, so the experience is the same, was the third big thing. So you can see these are humongous changes for our customers. So I can say, when I initially went and talked to the customers, there's a lot of trepidation and concern. Part of it is like the Broadcom reputation that customers have. Part of it is like, VMware is where they run their critical business applications on. So they want to make sure that they're planned for the future.
Oh, yeah.
So that was like a big shift. But now, recently, especially in Vegas, when we had our Explore, people understood the reason why we are doing this, and they were all looking forward to what next, how do I get prepared for VCF with VCF 9, and help me get there and get the value. So a lot more exciting conversation there.
Absolutely.
No, there's a lot of excitement around 9. I know they've teased out some of the features and capabilities, and people are trying to get in the beta from what I can see already. So
we were at the the CTAB just before the event kicked off, and we were talking to some partners, and that was the overwhelming thing I kept hearing from partners was the change that we made just in our internal organization was something that they've actually started to do themselves. They're literally reworking how they do their work because it just makes a lot more sense to have everything together, networking, compute, storage. And so even as partners and resellers are doing it, they're actually reorganizing their teams as well. I think the changes have been welcome, and John, you did mention VCF 9. That's obviously a thing that's been a lot of people have been talking about. So what have you been talking to customers about concerning VCF 9? I know there's a couple that John and I, we have our personal favorites, but how has VCF 9 been going for you in terms of customer conversations?
Yeah, I think one of the main reasoning behind VCF 9 is this whole siloed nature, right? So
Yeah.
it's in terms of having your own compute team, storage team, networking team, and then the swivel chair management and operations and trying to stitch yourself together, you are literally becoming the system integrator of
Yeah.
building a private cloud platform, right? So the fundamental concept of VCF 9 is to change that to truly give you a platform approach, not a piece-by-piece component approach of building your own platform. I think that's the biggest shift. It's not like VCF, when we introduced it, like 6, 7 years, was not meant to do that.
No.
But it was still like trying to build the product first and trying to make it a platform next was how we approached that. Now we are truly going from a platform first approach, getting a unified operations and automation for our customers to truly think from a platform, from an experience for the DevOps, for the developers, for the platform engineers, and for the cloud admin. So there's a big shift in the way we've approached. And to do that, the organizational model has to be shifted internally for us, right? So, and that's where I think the light bulb goes for our customers too, that they are also going through the same change. So I think the key excitement around VCF 9 is, or I think it falls into 3 things. In general, our customers want a cloud operating model that the public cloud provides, but they also want the cost controls, the resiliency, and the security that the on-premise provides, right? So this truly brings the best of both worlds together, a single platform that it can run anywhere, that provides the cost control, resiliency, security of a private cloud or an on-prem environment, with the scale, the agility, the cloud experience that the developers are so used to and love, also on the same platform, right? So you can deploy anywhere. So that's kind of the philosophical aspect of VCF 9. Now, in terms of the innovation, I think the key for me, if you want to build a cloud platform, you need to think like developers and platform engineers first, right? So providing a self-service way of consuming services that the platform provides is a fundamental aspect of that, right? So all of the IaaS services, the PaaS services that we are providing, mostly coming as a turnkey solution, out-of-the-box solution, but also working with our third-party partners, whether it's for private AI, whether it's for ransomware and disaster recovery, whether it's for advanced security. Those are the kind of things that you're going to see us build more and more. But the platform makes it easy for you to get it out of the box, to provide multi-tenancy kind of functionality, to provide all the IaaS services, et cetera, right? While we still continue to maintain infrastructure innovation, whether it's in our core compute that we announced.
Using all the new hardware capabilities that are getting pretty crazy, looking at some of the partners out there on the floor, what they can do.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we need to keep up with some of the hardware updates. And most of the stuff that people look for when they want to deploy VCF is they do it along with server refreshes, right? So it's very critical. And right now you can get 32, 64 cores, and you want to have complete utilization of your cores, and you want to make sure you get to run the best workload, whether it's a containerized application or VM application. So they're looking for that same platform. So the changes that we have did with VKS, formerly known as TKG, goes a long way towards.
You can pick a VM or a container, whichever you need, have all the hardware access on the VM service.
And get the latest Kubernetes from upstream. So it makes it like consistent, so they don't need to worry about that. So a lot of changes that we have done is to make your life easier, simpler to operate, whether it's lifecycle management and basic things like cert management, upgrades, patching, maintenance that were a pain for the VI admin. We have made it really, really easy to do that. So those were some of the things that we are really excited.
Well, everybody has a different journey coming to the private cloud, and I know that there was a great session in Vegas that's available on demand. William Lamb did the session, building a modern private cloud using the cloud maturity model framework. Real briefly, tell me a little bit about this cloud maturity framework. What is that?
So as we were discussing, one of the key, after we got through discussing the business model, the private cloud approach, the next question that usually comes from our customer is like, hey, that's all great. That's the nirvana stage for me to go, right? Like, give me the full stack later on. That for me is like a 2-year, 3-year, 5-year journey. So how do I get there from where I am right now? And most of our customers are vSphere customers. They have compute virtualization. They want to go step by step, right? So with that in mind, we work with our solution architects. That's where William Lamb is part of. Our industry analysts, our partners, as well as thousands of customer deployments of learning the best practices of what a good enterprise private cloud needs to look like. So from there, we created a maturity assessment to understand where our customers are in that journey to the best enterprise private cloud, right? So, and that's what we rolled out to our sellers and partners and to our partners at Explore Barcelona. So they can work with the customers figure out what our customers' environment are, and this is done on a one-on-one basis. It's not like a you do it in an aggregate.
I don't
right?
just plug a tool in, give it credentials, and walk away, get a report.
You sit with your customer, figure out where they are, and then it comes with a maturity score around not only the technology, but also the people, the org model, and the processes, right? So you understand where you are from an organizational perspective as well as from a technology perspective. So that's the maturity model. And then to help accelerate the deployment, we've come up with the Jumpstart program, which is where the professional services helps you understand and give a very prescriptive guidance with an adoption plan. And then we have completely revamped our certification program right now. So it's pretty much, we want our VI admins to be cloud admins. So how do we help them have a platform approach of learning, whether it's designing, whether it's implementing, whether it's support and architecting. So that's the VCF certification that we have done. And for our VMUG Advantage members, they now get 3 years of VCF license for their personal home use, free once they get certified, right? So we are trying very much to help not only the technology part, but the reskilling, retraining of our VI admins to be cloud admins and providing them the certification and guidance. So all of that is what the private cloud modernization
I like that we're
program
talking
is.
about not just the end state, but here are the steps to get there, and here you're going to be able to recognize value along the way. It's not like, oh, I start this journey and 4 years later I'll finish building it. Like you can step by step go there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a crawl, walk, run, fly.
Absolutely. Very good. Very good. Yeah. And I know our customers are really going to appreciate that, getting that for 3 years for free. So Prashanth, thank you so much for joining us this week. Stay dry. I know it's a lot of reading here this week, but yeah, stay dry. Enjoy the rest of your Explore.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. You folks too. Yeah, take care.